Happy Tuesday, Flosstube. Hello, crafty friends. It is Tuesday, May the 5th, and it's my friend Louise's birthday today. Louise Patterson from Wildflower Wool, who is also a third member of our podcast, the Fibre Friends podcast. And just a side note about the Fibre Friends, in case you've been missing Louise and Adrienne, Adrienne has put out a couple of solo videos on our Fibre Friends channel. And Louise has some videos out on her her Wildflower Wool channel. So I'm going to link to Louise's channel below, and I'll link to the Fibre Friends podcast below as well, in case you're interested in catching up with Adrienne. And yeah, Louise's birthday. It's been a while since the three of us have been together, so I hope Louise is having a good day. I know she watches, maybe not every day, but hopefully she'll catch today's. And happy birthday, Louise. I hope you're having a great day. Okay, so a few crafty bits today. I didn't get a lot done last night, but I did get a little bit. So it's one of those times where I was grateful for little pockets of crafting time. So I worked on Big Gray Sock. I think I did 5 or 6 rounds. So 3 decrease rows and a couple of plain knit rows. So we're getting there, but I would really like to have these done by the time my father-in-law gets home. So he should be home at the beginning of June. So a few rounds a day. I might have to pick up the pace a little bit since we're already May 5th. However, they will be done by the time he gets home. That is a promise to myself that they will be done. My little yarn nugget is getting smaller. It's always surprising how much is still there. However, I do have I have another skein if I need to open that up in order to finish it. It would just be a little annoying that I had to break open a whole new skein to finish the toe or something like that, like 3 rows. But the rest of it would be more than enough to knit myself a pair of socks. And I do love that gray color. So wouldn't it be fun to knit like that gray with a hot pink heel and toe or something like that? You know, maybe I'll do that for myself. So maybe now I'm hoping that I have to open up that brand new skein, because shucks darn, I would have to just cast on another pair of socks for myself. Ooh, and I could do a hot pink edging on the cuff too. I think that sounds pretty good. Okay, next up is the same old Ink Circles Mandela, Threadny Mandela. So here's my progress from my 30 minutes of coffee crafting this morning. As you can see, I've stuck down here in the bottom corner here. I completely filled in this corner motif. That's now done. Most of the mustard and brown is done in this motif here. I'm really excited to start adding more of the green and see more of the green come into play in here. So I think tomorrow morning I'm going to finish up that last little bit of what's missing in there, and then I'm going to choose my next spot that's got green and start filling some of that in too. So pretty. Okay, so here's my smile photo for the screen capture. Ready? How's that? Not cheesy enough. Oh, that's so funny. It's going to be really funny whenever this is done and I go back into all of those screenshots and I put them all together, and most of it's going to be these silly smiles. Anyways, whatever. I'm going to just have fun with it. So, Ink Circles Threadny Mandela, and I messaged Tracy Horner of Ink Circles. I messaged her last night. She has a contact email, a fill out form on her website. And in fact, I wasn't the only one last night who messaged Tracy. Big shout out to Jamie, who also took it on herself to message and ask whether it might be possible for her to re-release in PDF form the Threadny Mandela. And I did receive I received a response back last night from Tracy. I don't know her personally, so I feel funny calling her Tracy. So I can say Miss Horner, or I could say Ink Circles. I don't know. If she ever sees this, maybe she could let me know what she would like me to call her. Feels a little informal to call her by her first name when I actually don't know her. I'm a big fan though, huge fan. So she emailed back and said that yes, she thinks she'd be able to do that, but she's quite busy over the next few days, so it might take her a few days to get to it, but that things are looking positive that it might be released on her website. So as soon as I have more information, I will let you know, and I'll be able to send you in the right direction in case you would also like to stitch the Threadny Mandela by Ink Circles, witches' shoes and other various bits notwithstanding. So anyways, there we go. So I did that this morning with my coffee. The sock that was last night. I told you I hardly did anything. I was just tired. And you know, when you get into one of those, we were just watching television, and I just kind of sat there, which felt a little bit of a shame, wasted time. So clearly this looks exactly the same as it did yesterday. This is the Glendon Place Hope and Strength free PDF chart from the glendonplace.net website. And the reason I'm sharing it with you today is because I forgot to tell you something about it yesterday. There was a mistake in the chart. So if you downloaded it originally last week or when it first came out, there was a mistake in the bottom border. And so Cheryl, see, I feel like I can say Cheryl because Cheryl and I have talked to each other now, so I can call her Cheryl. She emailed me about the correction. So I just wanted to read it out loud so that you know. It's on page section 5 and section 6 of the PDF file. So you will need to reprint those two sections if you have. And hang on and I'll tell you. Okay, let me just read what the change is. It's about the centering arrow at the bottom of the pages. One of the half triangles of blue is bigger than the others, which it should be, but I had this triangle off by one grouping too far to the right. I know that probably does not make much sense right now, but if you look at the chart and compare it to the correct sections in the PDF that's on there now, you will see right away what I'm referring to. Okay, so if you haven't downloaded this in the last couple of days and you have an older version of it, you might want to go back to Cheryl Glendon Place's website and reprint section 5 and section 6 of the free PDF. So hopefully that made sense and you all were able to find that. So if you're stitching that along with me, the Glendon Place Hope and Strength free PDF, that is beautiful. I hope that you'll join me in the stitch along tag. You can post a picture on Instagram and make sure you tag Glendon Place Hope and Strength Sal. I'm pretty sure that's right. Hashtag Glendon Place Hope and Strength Sal, S-A-L. And that's all the crafty bits I had for today. Today has been packaging day for Evertote, and things are moving a little more slowly than normal because I have involved the kids. So Nicholas is now in charge of punching out and stamping all of the thank you tags, and he did a great job this morning. And Sarah is now in charge of all of my packaging. I know, so that I can keep sewing while she is packaging. So I iron everything and get it ready together with the order form. Anything that has to go in the order, I put it all together, and then she is in charge of the very important lint rolling and the folding and making sure that everything is correctly inside where it needs to be, wrapping up in tissue paper, tying the thing on, the thank you tag, the charm, everything, and she is now also writing on the invoice that is tucked inside. So those of you who have placed an order, that is going out. It's actually, at this point, it's going to be going out tomorrow morning, because now we're a little bit behind, because I had to take the time to show her how to do everything properly, and she's doing a great job. So now your invoice will have a little message from Sarah on it instead of from me, but it's just, it's nice. And to everyone who purchased a bag over the last week, thank you very much. It's really been great to have the shop reopened again and back to, you know, trying to get back to some semblance of normalcy. I've always worked from home, so my normal is maybe a little bit easier for me to get back to than many of you out there, but definitely having the kids home all day has made things interesting. Not bad, just different. So they've been great. They've been really, really great. So no complaints. All right, yesterday I promised a Lila Studio giveaway, and also to share with you what I received from Lila Studio. Okay, so to back up a little bit, I completely 100% want to thank, I don't blame her, she might have enabled this, but I don't blame her, because she did me a favor. Because without her posting this, I probably wouldn't have, the way she posted it, it really caught my eye, this particular project. And so then I messaged Lila Studios, because I couldn't find it as a PDF on her Etsy shop. And so she told me that her newest releases she doesn't offer as PDFs, so that local needlework shops have a chance to sell the hard copy, which completely makes sense. So Lila Studio sent me 2 charts that I wanted. And so I'm going to show you the first one that I chose first. This is Nevermore. This was released in 2018, and I just think it's fantastic. So it's a Poe quote. We all, well, that's making an assumption, isn't it? That we all know the quote by Edgar Allan Poe, or not the quote, it's, excuse me, the quoth the Raven. Nevermore. I'm doing a terrible job of this, but I'm so distracted by these charts that it's a challenge for me to form a proper sentence, because I just want to start them immediately. So this is Nevermore by Lila Studios. Once upon a midnight dreary, while I pondered weak and weary, quoth the Raven, Nevermore. And look at those Quaker motifs and the raven, and the colors are cool, and it's done on this beautiful fabric. Now I will most likely look for a fabric in my stash to stitch it on. I didn't have many of the, well, the list, the thread list isn't huge. That's the thread list there. Is that gonna focus? Hang on. There we go. That's the thread list. And I was missing some of those, so I placed an order yesterday with BugsXstitch, who is out in British Columbia, Canada. She's still, now I'm assuming these were in stock, but she has a pretty decent selection of threads still available. And the owner of the little shop, Alicia, she and I have got to know each other a little bit over the last couple of months with chit chat about Stitch North, the cross stitch retreat. And she also carries frames. I believe she is the Canadian distributor for the Lowry frame, as well as, now I think there are a few other people in Canada who can sell the Lowry frame. She's not the only distributor. However, she sells the Lowry frames as well as the Omnic frames. So if you're Canadian and you're looking for a source for either of those, Alicia is, she's a friendly lady. She also has a few Flosstube videos out. I think her channel name is also BugsXstitch, BugsXstitch. BugsXstitch, and I've mentioned her before, so I will put a link in the drop down box below to her shop, and that should also, I think, take you to her channel as well. So I ordered the missing threads except for the Weeks. She didn't carry Weeks Dye Works, but I have a feeling, I know that I have pecan and I have straw. It's just the gunmetal Weeks Dye Works that I don't have, but I know that I could probably substitute it out for something else that I do have easily. I did order the blackboard and the cast iron skillet. Those are both Gentle Art threads because they each require 2 threads. So I know that that's going to be a substantial part of the design. This is done on a 40 count 1 thread over 2, the model, and that I do like stitching on 40 count with 1 thread. So 2 skeins should be plenty. So Lila from Lila Studio sent me an extra copy. Yay! But that's not the giveaway for today. That's not the giveaway for today. It's going to be a giveaway, but not today. Now we're gonna get to the second chart. Did you get a sneak peek there? Okay, so this is the one, another one that I blame Jen for. Thank. This is the main one. She also stitched Nevermore, and I liked it. I liked it a lot, but this one I love, love, love. So this is With the Needle too. Look at that. Look at that. It is glorious. It is absolutely phenomenal. And you guessed it. Did you guess it? You guessed it. I have one for giveaway. That's gonna be my screenshot right there with my mouth open. I know. I have one for giveaway, and it's a hefty chart. I mean, it's a hefty chart. You're gonna love it. You're going to love it because I love it. So I am going to, this giveaway will be open for 1 week, and I will send this chart out. I will choose the winner next Tuesday, and I will mail it out in, because I can put it in my my box of orders that I send out. So this will go out on Tuesday next week. So this is going to be a YouTube giveaway. So you need to leave me a comment below, and let's just put, if you'd like to be entered in the draw for this Lila Studio chart, you just need to have the word needle in your comment, okay? So when I do the search, I'll be looking for the word needle. Good luck, because this chart is so fantastic. So fantastic. So Lila Studios, she has them available in her shop, in her Etsy shop, and this chart, because of this is a new release also, you can also buy it through your local needlework shop as well. Oop, I'm holding it sideways. There. Let's hold it the right way up so that you can see it. Okay, so remember yesterday I was saying that I was dreaming about starting it, dreaming. Well, I have decided that I am going to start it, and I'm going to start it on Sunday. Now that is going to require some work on my part to get ready for Sunday, because Sunday is going to be a very busy day. It's Sarah's birthday. She's turning 19 on Sunday. It's my mother's birthday on Friday, but we can't be together this year on her birthday, but I fully intend, you know, we'll chat on the phone and whatnot. But Sarah, she lives here. It's her birthday on Sunday, and it's her 19th birthday, so we have to do it up right. It's also Mother's Day on Sunday. And this happens most years in that Sarah's birthday weekend happens to fall on Mother's Day weekend. So clearly a 19th birthday is higher up on the importance level of, you know, who gets to celebrate what. So I'm not going to make a big deal about Mother's Day. I'm sure the kids will give me a hug and a kiss and wish me Happy Mother's Day, and that is totally fine. But I'm going to do a little something for myself. And I'm going to start this. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I can't wait. Okay, so I have to choose a fabric. So that's tomorrow's job. I have to choose a fabric. So the saying on here says, flowers, plants, and fishes, beasts, birds, flies, and bees, hills, dales, plains, pastures, skies, seas, rivers, trees. There's nothing near at hand or farthest sought, but with the needle may be shaped and wrought. John Taylor, 1634. I mean, look at the little mermaid. Look at the little mermaid under the sea. Is she over here? Over here, I can't see. And the little teeny tiny houses and the beautiful border. Oh, look at the little teeny family over here with the house. I haven't started anything this size. Well, that's a lie, isn't it? That's a lie. I was gonna say lately, but again, that's not true either. And as Susan would say, Susan, my fellow friend, golden retriever lover on Instagram, Susan would say, Caroline, I checked it out. It's just big enough for you. Which is so funny because it's true. I do love the big projects. And oh. Okay, so again, if you want a chance to win this chart next Tuesday, leave the word needle in your comment below. And next Tuesday, I will choose the winner and I'll send it out. I don't see any reason why the Because Monday giveaways shouldn't start back up again as well, because I am sending out a box once a week. So I should be able to include those at the same time. So look forward to a little giveaway next Monday. Those will happen over on the Facebook group. The Nevermore chart, I am tucking this away in my giveaway drawer, and I'm going to give this away maybe from the cottage. This will be a special giveaway. Ooh, maybe this will be a high tea giveaway with a little notions pouch. What do you think? Yeah, that's a good idea. That's a special chart. This is a really special chart, but you know what? I was ready for a special giveaway. So it's magnificent. Magnificent. Okay, so again, I will leave a link to Lila's studio, her Etsy shop, in the drop down box below. But again, this does not come as a PDF. You can't buy this as a PDF. You have to order the actual physical copy of it. So I told you it was good. I mean, aren't we lucky? Aren't we lucky? We have these designers who make such magnificent, they just design such magnificent work. Okay, so that is it for me today. I need to get back to ironing and packaging and sewing up a few new bags for, I'm probably going to pop a few more bags in the shop on Friday. There will be a few more of the flower, the stack of ones that still need to be ironed and packaged are right beside me. So hang on and I'll show you what there's going to be. A few more. Nope, I already packed all of the floral bags. I can show you one. I'll show you one that I'm working on for the next shop update. So it's not quite done yet. Oh, and it's inside out. Okay, so this one, there you go. That's the flower bag, but it's inside out because it's not finished yet. You can't see it. Because I can tell you why I do this. See, I talk to my crafty friends, right? This isn't just all about cross stitch. The floral bag is mainly a dark print, and it's got a black twill on it. So I sew the bottom, the main part of the bag with a black thread, main thread and bobbin, and then I do the lining with cream, so that when the bag is flipped inside out and you see sometimes you can see the thread, right? So if you use a cream colored thread on a black fabric, if the seam stretches out a bit, you can sometimes see it. And so it's just a little nicer to have a thread that matches the color of the main fabric. And I do try to do that most of the time. So I still have to finish the main part. That's the floral fabric. I'm working on a few. So that's the wedge tote. And this is the flat, this print. Oh, it's so beautiful. There will be a few more of these in the shop on Friday. Those, and also the other one that was really popular last week, and this one I can show you because this one still needs to be ironed and packaged. The red sampler Sarah's bag. This one. so that comes with the little notions pouch there. So that has the cross stitch. Well, I think of it as cross stitch. My machine probably just thinks about it as a little X, but looks like cross stitch to me. And it's got a red zip. And so I always think, well, I only just started making this bag last week. Sampler stitchers, right? The red sampler stitchers. So it comes in a medium and also the small size. So that's the small size there. There will be some more of these as well on Friday. And maybe one other print. Maybe. I'll have to see how much time I have. Nicholas has had a lot of schoolwork lately. I'll tell you, it's not his teacher's fault. It's nobody's fault. He got a little behind because, well, both of his parents are working and he's not in school. This is, you know, extreme circumstances. And the way that the work was coming home wasn't organized in such a way that he missed a few things. And a few things he knew about, but he ignored them. So, see, I'm telling all of his secrets here. So he's a little bit behind. So we have had to spend a fair bit of time getting him caught up on some work that was missing. And we're trying not to overwhelm him and make it like hours and hours and hours of work, but we've had to keep on top of it. That child is very much like me in learning style. Sarah is very much like her dad and is how do you describe it? When you just take care of things and you just, you know what you have to do and you get it done. Nicholas is very much like me and is easily distracted, and you have to stay on task. And over time, I've learned that in order to do that myself, in the way that I work and the way I learn, timers. I have to set timers for myself, and I have to put the phone in a different room, and I have to, you know, just focus for half an hour and then take 5 minutes and do something else. Or if something comes into my mind while I'm working for that, while the timer's on, then I just write it down and it's done, and then I continue doing what I'm doing. So he's a lot like me and is very easily distracted, but once he gets down to it, he's quite an effective worker and he's very smart. So having to keep remind him, have you done this? Have you done this? On top of, you know, daily videos and trying to get the shop running and whatnot. So it's been, there's nothing bad about it. It's just, that's how my day is going. Those are how my days are going. That's how my days are going. I think I need to go back to school and take some more grammar lessons. That might be helpful. And I will put a few more photos in at the end here of some other people stitching and crafting, because remember, we are all often doing other things while we watch videos. And so I think today is all cross stitch. So I am 1 or 2 days behind in who I'm putting out. I try to do them in the order that they were emailed to me. So if you emailed me yesterday and you don't see your photo pop up today, it'll probably pop up tomorrow or the next day. I received quite a few emails yesterday. So, and it takes a fair bit of time to edit them in because I have to get the picture, and you don't need to know all of that. But anyways, it does take a fair bit of time. I do like making these videos. I love making videos. Clearly, we are almost 3 years in and I still have lots to say. Oh, I do go on. All right, truly that is all now. We'll see you tomorrow. Take care of yourselves. Happy stitching, and I'll see you tomorrow.